Peter Hartley and Steve O'Shaughnessy are our standing umpires. And it's going to be Paul Sterling to take the first ball. And he does. And he bats it away. Oh, and he's gone. He's caught.
You never quite know where you stand as a player in those conditions. You always just want it to constantly rain and get out of there, or stop and get some play.
Carter's into Bethel. Cuts away beautifully. Carter to continue from the Birmingham end. Switch hit. The big one as well for 6 from Jacob Bethel. And he's showing the kind of form he showed in those second 11 games. 124 wickets in domestic T20 cricket. Benjamin goes big this time, and it's over the top, and it's 4 runs.
Very proactive bowling.
Benjamin, oh, he's got all of that. Oh, that's huge. That's almost into the back part of the Holly stand. Into the breeze as well there, he hit that one. This one's a full toss, and it's carted away just to the right-hand side of long on.
It's 3.
In comes Samit Patel from the Birmingham end, and Bethel has just made some room, and he's pulled him into the leg side.
It's not going to be easy to beat somebody with spin.
Patel again, and he's carved away this time by Bethel. Up in the air and out is into the attack from the pavilion end.
Amazing
That's
shot.
Huge. 2 balls gone in the 4th over. 44 for 2. He's in again. Oh, and he's been reverse ramped. And that's 1 bounce, 2 bounces, 4 runs.
Bit fresh out there.
Hanson in. And he's gone for it this time. Hose all the way for 6 over. Deep square leg. Just move third man. Just a little straighter. And straight back down the ground by Hose. And a wicket for Patel.
In the crowd.
A little straighter this time. Down the ground from Carlos Brathwaite. And all the way for 4.
I'd imagine he'll be going out at the wide hole at some point.
Into Carlos Brathwaite. It's a full toss, and it's hammered away for 4.
It's one you probably can't refuse.
7 off the over. Last ball. Brathwaite's got this one. Has he got all of it? Yes, he has. The final over. The young leggy to Chris Benjamin, who tees off all the way for 4.
No idea what's going on there.
He's in again, and he's bowled him. 4 balls of this Bears innings to go. That's full as well, and he's got that on the full toss. It's in the air. Alex Hales is underneath it. Right on the boundary ropes. Oh, he's parried it over for 6. Last ball of the innings to come then. 94 for 5. Wouldn't it be good to get 3 figures up if they can? Harrison's in again. Davis, he's gone over the top. He's cut it away, and that's going to go all the way to the cover point boundary for 4 more. And Davis finishes with an excellent 14, and the Bears finish on 98 for 5, Nathan.
Yeah, it's well, we'll wait and see. I don't really know what's a good total there, to be honest. But yeah, look, there's runs on the board there, and something certainly to bowl at. Very good finish there by Davo, coming in 4 balls and 14 was it that he's scored. So great batting there by Sam Hain. Great partnership batting up the other end, running hard between the wickets. He's just such a versatile player. But yeah, it's a good total. It's runs on the board, and if you can get an early wicket or 2, especially get into this middle order, then runs on the board's always a bonus.
It promises to be an explosive 8 overs. 98 for 5, so the target is 99. Remember, we need 5 overs to constitute a result as well, should that rain return, but it looks set fair. As Ollie Stone gets us underway with a quick ball, and it's going to be a wicket first ball as well. Craig Miles with a catch, and Ollie Stone, what a celebration. The pressure just builds. Lintott in again. Duckett sweeps towards the boundary and out.
There we go.
And we've got the wicket.
She got 57, I think it was.
Lintott's caught and bowled. He's got Hales. It's 2 in the over for Jake Lintott. It feels like it's anyone's game at that point.
Definitely. Who's going to bowl it?
Carlos Brathwaite with the final ball of the 7th over. And Dan Christian squirted that one out. He's gone.
Yay.
It's a great catch on the cover point boundary. Here we go then. 6 balls. The Bears have got to defend 15 here. And more straight down the ground on the full toss. It's just going to be a single. Adam Hose. And every ball will be applauded.
Very good start. About 14 off 5.
85 for 4. Well, there's not many in, to be fair, and no surprise after the day it's been weather-wise, but back in the Bears all the way here. 85 for 4.
They've still been nice and loud, the fans that are in.
They always are, aren't they?
They are.
And the tinkering with the field goes on to Samit Patel.
Of course, they can take all the time they like now they've started the over.
Thing is as well with Samit, he hits the ball in unusual places, doesn't he?
He
so
does.
I'm guessing it's quite tricky to try and set a field. He's fairly unorthodox at times, but
and he's very experienced as well. He'll have been in this situation a lot of times.
so the ring is in force on the offside with only one man on the boundary. All about the leg side. So Miles is in. It's full. It's squirted away. And they're just going to take a single. And again, a round of applause as Sterling stops the ball. 13 required off the final 4 balls.
Another Yorker. That's perfectly executed. And that's exactly, I think, Samet will look to play. I think he'll try and get through point and through third.
It's a great comeback from Craig Miles, this, isn't it?
It really is.
When you consider he went for 22 in that, 22 in that first over.
I think that shows the confidence that Carlos has in him as well.
And he comes again here, and there's a shout for LBW, and there's no run. Moores goes nowhere, and it's 13 off of 3. Craig Miles is bowling the over of his life.
Okay, switch back to momentum on Bears now.
Well, all of a sudden now you're in that scenario. Yes, 3-4s will get you a tie,
Yeah.
but you need to clear the ropes.
You need a 6 here, definitely.
If you're going to win the game.
Put that pressure back on Miles, but he's come good so far.
Moores is on 12, Patel's on 1. Miles with the 4th ball of the final over. Outlaws still require 13. He's gone big here as Moores, and he's got all of it. And he has cleared the ropes. It's 6 runs. Steve O'Shaughnessy's arms are in the air. And it's 7 now from 2 balls required.
That's exactly what they needed, but not what the Bears needed.
It was just in the slot, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's always the difficult thing. If you miss that Yorker length, only by a tiny bit, it's either a full toss or it's in the slot. I think Tom Moores would rather than to go a little bit deeper in his crease and try and make it into a bad ball.
I was going to say, if anything, you want to be full, don't you?
Yeah,
you want to be a full toss rather than a little
the amount
short.
of wickets a low full toss can you get.
2 balls remaining. Mars into Moores. Again, off his pads. It's just going to be a single.
Exactly there, slightly fuller.
Well, it comes down to 1 ball. Samit Patel on strike, and the Outlaws need 6 to win.
This is what you practice in the nets all the time. Any club session, you guys can relate. Everyone says it's 6 off the last ball to win.
And, I mean, as Craig Miles, here you're thinking, right, I can't overstep. I can't bowl a no ball. I cannot bowl a wide. I've just got to hit that zone.
Can't bowl slot. Can't bowl 2-4.
And what are you thinking as a batter? What's Samit Patel thinking?
I think you've just got to pick a spot you go in here. You know he's going to go full.
Deep breaths for Samit Patel, you can see.
I think he's got to look to go over mid-off here, over extra.
Well, we've worked hard to get a game on, and we've got a thriller. And there's a couple of changes in the field here. Just making sure they've got the right people in the right place. Jake Lintott is an excellent fielder, and he's coming down here
to mid-off,
long off. And Carlos is going into the circle. He was in that position originally. Here we go then. Final ball. Can the Bears defend this to get the win? It's a full toss. Samit Patel turns it into the leg side. They'll only get 1. And the Bears win by 4 runs. Oh no, it's a no ball for height. Well,
the drama continues.
It does. Unbelievable. It's a no ball from Craig Miles. Carlos Brathwaite stepping forward to speak to Peter Hartley and say, really? And Samit Patel was appealing for it at the time.
I want to have a look at that again.
Well, now the complexion changes completely because their score moves to 96 and they require 3 to win. And there's the conversation, I think, with Peter Hartley and Steve O'Shaughnessy.
It's also a free hit as well.
It is. Well, what a moment in this game. Adam Hose just gives Craig Miles a pat on the back and Carlos Brathwaite just says, just relax as they dry the ball again.
I must say, I don't think that looked like a no ball. Obviously, the angles are different down there to up here, but...
Well, Samit Patel is ambling off.
Obviously, why is he going off?
They got the single, unless...
Is he retiring himself out as well?
Well, this is quite extraordinary if he is.
I've never seen this before, ever, and now it's happening twice in one game.
And this is obviously because it is a free hit. So the only thing that can be out here was the last ball anyway,
running.
isn't it? So, and it is. And out will come
Who
Calvin
is it?
Harrison, who must be the quickest runner, I'm assuming.
Yeah, must be. I
Well,
hope he's warm.
This is quite extraordinary. It's like you say, you don't tend to see it
never seen
ever, and
this,
now
no.
both teams have done it. Patel.
Apparently it happened in the IPL,
Oh, okay.
which is, I think, a lot of things tend to originate, but do you think this will catch on now in the 100? Will we see it?
I'm pretty sure there'll be a law that's put in to stop it
Yeah.
happening at some point.
It doesn't seem quite right, does it?
It's maybe not cricket, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure that I completely agree with it.
So-
Obviously, the retiring hurt, but
Yeah.
that's
So
a different kettle of fish.
Moores is on strike. Here goes Craig Miles again. They need 3 to win, 2 to tie. Miles into Moores. It's a good ball. They're only going to get a single here. They can charge through for the quick run, which they do, and the Bears win. And the Bears win by 1 run. What a finish at Edgbaston. What drama. But the Bears are back to winning ways. A 4th win of the campaign. And Craig Miles has seen it out in the end. And Carlos Brathwaite just pushes him and gives him a big hug. And the captain, full of confidence in his team. And what a victory for the Birmingham Bears.
What a game that has been. I think waiting around for it to start, all the drama that comes with an eight-a-side game, and then a little bit of extra drama at the end. 2 batters retiring themselves out. Unheard of. But what a finish.
You can't actually make it up sometimes, can you? Carlos Brathwaite and Samit Patel both retire themselves out in this game to allow those who are maybe a little bit quicker towards the end of the 8 overs.
I like that. I might do that this season.
and to try and run the singles. Carlos is still in deep conversation with umpire Hartley, saying, I can't believe you thought that was over waist height. But it's done now, Carlos. It's a
Yeah.
win by 1 run for the Birmingham Bears.